the 6th today. I don't know why it's giving a blue screen because mine's actually come up all right. I'll just turn the volume down on. Just got the dodgy hand at the moment on the left. I'm practicing using it. It's sort of working. Hopefully, Shaz, you've got the screen coming up properly again. I'm having it show okay for me. Showing me up as being live. I'll see if I'll go through the sequence of the screens again. There's the intro screen. I'll wait until it comes up on my Facebook. There could be a little bit of lag. You should be able to hear me in the background. Hopefully, Carol and Shaz, you are hearing me. Yep, that's there. Here is me, as in that screen. Yeah, I'm seeing it all. So I'll go back to here. I'll actually turn this off because it drags the system a little bit with screening quality. Right, here you are. Yes, I am. So thank you. And here I am, Kathy. Good morning, Kathy. And it is because of the different scenario of the two live streams. Some can be seen, some not. So it was blue for you too. Which page are you watching from, Mary, that you're on the eCam? Like you're in that stream that I'm streaming to via my eCam. So which page are you on, Mary, in this stream? Is it my Rose Boundy page, or I'm trying to think where I go to with Restream. I've got to think hard, don't I? The group. I'm surprised that the eCam stream was a blue screen. So that could be my system issue. Is it still that in those pages? Very interesting. Okay, so good morning, Rose. Kathy, I did that one. So Carol, good here now. So Carol, and I must be doubling up on where I'm streaming to. I'm not understanding that. Which actual page you're on? I need to sort that one out because I have been playing with some stuff using the HAPs. I have been playing with it a bit. So whether I mucked something up, so it's back now. Yeah, I did a refresh page using the BeLive. At least with BeLive, you can refresh a page at the studio without actually having the studio close out and end a broadcast. So it's one of those bonuses. Did I say hi, Jen? I think I did. So you went to the other pages and saw me, but you're back on my time. So it was only the BeLive one that did it, I think. Yeah, and you were on both, Mary. Yeah, so that's fine. Yeah, back on my time now. So this is the BeLive stream, so that's good. And you saw me on the group, yes, I saw you on the group, not at first on my time. Okay. Yeah, so it's all fixed now, though, so that's fine. We'll do the reading. Do the cards. We'll suss through them because it's fun. I like doing these cards. And I might leave my little sticky note in my time in the BeLive feed because I like the contrast on that blue against the purples and stuff, and especially with that deck that we've got there with that blue colour there. Haven't got many choices in the colours. So here we are for the reading. It is a wonderful day out there and it's shining very nicely on the cards without giving too much of a glary layer or fading out of the colours. I just felt like I'd read the pairing this way. So we've got the two there that's going to be a little bit of what yesterday was, bringing it into today and what might be for tomorrow. That's how I'm feeling with this one this morning. Just as I'm just sitting here and looking at them. I laid them out. That's how I laid them out, just using my intuition. Oh, God, I've been up since 5 o'clock, so I had an early start. I just couldn't get to sleep, so I decided to get up. I couldn't, I woke up at, I don't know what time, couldn't get back to sleep and got up at 5 o'clock. That's what I'm trying to say. So I suppose I've had a little bit of the brain in motion that it's getting tired already. I might need a nap before lunch. Goodness. So here we are. These two that we've got here, what we've got is the key and the ship. So I'm feeling like what's been brought in is we did have a key, I think, in yesterday's at some point. Did we? I haven't even opened. Let me just have a look at that, because one of the things is I do save the photos on my phone, and it's pretty easy to actually open up the gallery and see what yesterday was. And no, what I had was last night. The key, that's just a quick view of what was yesterday's. Oh, and that flares, so I won't bother with that. As I was doing the Friday's Intuitive Chat last night, I used my new set of cards, the tea cards on a mat thing, and it's absolutely a hoot. It's fun. I enjoyed it, so I was hoping others had too. And that had the key in it. So the key is actually still opening, and it's slightly different meanings in those tea card set. I'll be doing another live through the day today to have a play with them again. So you can pop on if you get the notification. Do hit the notification bell or whatever we do for notices, to get it pop up when I'm live. When my time's live, I'll be doing that on the Boundy page. So pop over there to the Boundy page and click the notifications for when I go live. Here we've got the ship and the key. It is actually opening up. It's bringing that energy of, that getting moving, traveling, opening up the doors that we're needing to be moving through. It's bringing that light to a new pathway is the words I'm getting. And whether that is, it's a slower one, it's going to take a bit longer because ship travel does. If you think of the old times where it was just the sailing ships, the big old ones that brought people to Australia even and all around the world, it was reliant on the wind and it was slow travel. So we've got that purposefulness and slowness of travel. We've got a destination to go to, and we're actually unlocking the doors to move through those steps to get through to that destination. That's what the energy is that we're bringing in. And we've got the stars and the mice here. Interesting combination. So we can actually have, and this being present moment, sort of the energy that we're going to have in the now in these two cards as a combination. I'm feeling that the stars with the mice is a bit about our dreams can be just so far reaching, and yet we still need to keep a bit grounded in what we've got around us, in the resources we're needing to source to actually create that pathway, that traveling, moving forward into our dreams. So having those stars, the shining light of that one special star that might be there just for us, and that we are wanting to keep on creating forward into our newness of experience, I suppose, because sometimes dreams can be that getting, it's the safety of the dream that's going to push us out into what is adventure, into what's not our comfort zone, but something entirely new too, because the dreaming is the safe part. It's actually putting it into action that takes us out of that comfort zone and actually living towards that dream. Now, Abantika, I don't do the, hi, how are you? For this session this morning, it's only a general card spread that I do. I don't do individual readings, but do certainly pop over to my Boundy page. As you can see up there in the top corner in the Be Live, it is the at Boundy here in Facebook. I'll be using that as one of the destinations. It might be YouTube as well. And you are here from YouTube. It's lovely to see you here. So move that, what is your dreams, those starry moments. And thank you. Thank you for that. I don't know what time yet. It's going to be a surprise. So you can click notifications on the, where you're seeing this, click the notifications and it'll let you know, Abatika, because YouTube does have that opportunity as well. So the subscribing and the notifications, some of the other channels might too, where I'm being shown into, where I'm streaming into. Twitch is another. I do know that. Now, so moving that into what might be, we're preparing for that tomorrow, whether it's just tomorrow, whether it's a little bit further forward. Now this one, I'm pretty sure this one's the home card. I haven't looked at the book for a while. I might just get that one out to make sure, because I'm not too sure. It's 4. Pretty sure it is. Because I'm just so used to looking at my Gilded Reverie now compared to using this deck or any of the others. Yes, it is House. So, there, it's pretty. Oh, that's a different photo on the guidebook. It's got the anchor in that one. So it's a lovely deck anyway. So with the home and the tower, it's a good combination because it's actually building on, building on. The tower actually is a bit about growth and aiming towards, achieving and growing upwards, and, get with that firm foundation. We've got that focus there. It really is a focus with this card, having that pathway, that driveway, that it is a definite, well-defined path to that door that's at the base of the tower. And it really is that growing growth, and it's actually pointing to the home. So it's giving us that strength and growth and purpose to the home space. It's really creating that's going to be our optimal. So the message for me is it really is the importance of home, generating the relationships that are going to give us the best and optimal learning in our home space and moving it up and forward. So great set of cards, really, as you look at them. And go back and have a look at the cards again in the replay. Take the screenshot if you're on the mobile devices or whatever. The photo is actually on my Ros Boundy profile. This is where there's just so much, like the world of Facebook and other social media. You can find so many different places to see people interact, be part of community and all those things. And sometimes in that abundance of what we have as options and opportunities to interact, it's very confusing in how to find each other. Just go where you're being led. I have got my wrong finger. That one, marosboundy.com.au, as far as my website goes. Have a look there. I still haven't taken the time to update a lot of it because I had that happen, and it's still, I'm starting to, you can see that, I'm starting to move my fingers a bit, and I do have that thing, the brace off a bit. Still, it's like anything. We need to progress slowly. Allow the time to move forward, like that ship. Okay. Now, for those who are in the Be Live, I am going to show the couple of things that I've got. I thought, well, I'll put the links into the stream, and that's only to, that's interesting. I lost where the destinations were, so I hope you are getting them. That I don't know that I've still got YouTube. I must be having YouTube still going, haven't I? Because I've got the comment coming in. Yes, it is. Sorry, I'm just commenting to myself because when I did the refresh screen, it did change some of my background. I only just noticed what I've got showing there. And we've got another Facebook user saying good morning, probably in the private group. It won't allow the showing of names from a private group unless you specifically give permission. The eCam link for that is at the top of the group, okay, if that's where you are. So that there is my $30 reading for just a quick reading. And I've got the next one that I've put in this list is the Grand Tableau. I love doing those too. And I do use the other card deck for this, the Gilded Reverie, for preference. But I can use any of the Lenormand for that spread because that's where the Grand Tableau did originate from. And here we've actually got the Egyptian Oracle reading. I thought I'd pop that back in again. It's been a while since I've actually shown that one up, and it's quite different. It uses some tiles. I do have to still read from the book for this one because I haven't done as many as I normally would, before I put it out there. But I thought, no, why not put it out there? So have a go, contact me for any of those through the website, book it in, and I do plan, I get in touch with you to actually see if you want to be on live with me while I do the reading or whether I just do it on questions you supply. So There's so many different ways. Again, we've got an abundance of techniques and ways of doing anything that we would like to on internet that is possible, and legal, of course. So after that wonderful little reading, I'm going to just pop it back to the card so you can have a quick review, see how we are opening our pathways and moving into what is our abundance of getting our dreams happening. And if it feels to me like it could be around our home space, because we've certainly got the strength of the home working in this spread. Okay, so thank you for being here with me for the daily card reading. And tomorrow morning, I'll definitely be again at about the 8 o'clock, even though it's a Sunday, because it is Saturday, the 6th of March here, for those who might be over the other side of the world and still in your Friday evening, etc., as you're watching, or in replay. I just thought I should actually introduce the time and date. No, the date and day stuff at the start, shouldn't I? Anyway. Thought for me, I need to write that down. So just to remind myself, do a sticky note. Thank you for being here. Keep being the best person that you can be, and watch out for me to turn up again through the day today at some point by surprise. And namaste.